First off, I don't know what's going on with my comments. It's showing that I have comments on some vids. Go check them. No, I can't see anything. What I want to share this morning is the idea of manifesting, as people like to say, outcomes in your reality through intense focus and emotional charge. This is 100% real, but it often gets spoken about in a very hokey way to make it seem you don't even want to listen. Now, this is the first time I can recall doing it, and I wasn't intentionally doing this, but a situation happened. So when I was like 16, 17, long story short, my family, both my parents became really badly addicted to coke. My dad became a gambling addict. He just took off one day down to Florida, never came back. Nobody was paying the mortgage on the house for months and months. I was still going to school. I had this house all to myself because my mom started seeing this dude. Kept getting foreclosure notices from the bank on the house. After the third one, I came home to it and was locked out of my home. Anyways, point being, this seemed cool for a while, and I was, having parties at my place. But in the back, I was using a lot to drown out what was actually going on because I was very confused, lost, was trying to go with the flow and make the most of it. But there was one morning where I woke up, it was in the winter time, and I could see my breath. So I went to turn the heat on. There was no oil. The next morning before I went to school, my mom showed up, came home. She would pop in whenever. And I finally, I was so upset and just, I kind of lashed out on her and very much a very emotionally charged situation. And I was telling her, I'm like, you realize if anybody knew what was going on here, Child Protective Services would be here like that. And that wasn't a threat from me. But, however, some dude just appeared and just started standing fucking 5 feet away from me. So I went to school, I was crying, and I remember I was in class, and I was just so upset, crying. I got a wicked bad headache, so I went down to the nurse to get some ibuprofen. Long story long, you needed to have your parents sign off on paperwork to say you could take these things, right? Nobody was around, so nobody sent this shit in. And then they started asking me, like, why didn't your mom send this in? What's going on? And I wasn't trying to tell on anybody, and I just fucking broke down, and they kind of pulled out of me what was going on at my house. And literally the next day, at DCF, Child Protective, whatever the hell they call it, showed up in my house, had a meeting with my mother and I. That was the only time they showed up. And, my mom kind of just, oh, wow, I didn't realize this was that bad. I didn't realize this was bad of me. And, yeah, we ended up losing that. Like I said, bank foreclosed on the house. I was the one who had to deal with that shit. And then I became homeless, bouncing around. But, yeah, emotionally charged, intent focus. Look what's happening, dude.